Hello, heroes. Joe Smith here. And another day at the car store. Another Saturday at the car store. Do this video November 5th, 2022. Might not get posted for a few days. Got a couple previous car shop videos to post first. Getting kind of be busy and distracted behind getting things posted, but today is November 5th. When this video is being made. But had a couple people come by with the car shop today. Had a bunch of cars that they want to sell. Or first guy, well, it was a couple like old guys, like all old guys. So they drove up from Huntsville, which down eastern Washington County. So about an hour, about an hour away from here. No other car shops closer. Well, there's one in Springdale, but they probably went there and he probably told them to goof off because they didn't really have anything of value. That old truckload of boxes, but the problem was boxes of cars that were in were probably worth more than the cars themselves, unfortunately. They had mostly junk wax, commons. Didn't even really look through too good or whatever. Once you pull out a handful of cars and they're all stuck together like a brick. But the going rate for card shops to buy junk wax commons is basically 10 cars for a penny. Yes, 10 cars for a penny. It's 1,000 cars for $1, and that's top dollar buying rate for commons from that time frame. Even the SARS from that time frame, unless they're like rare inserts or something, or autograph or something, they're only worth like maybe $1 or $2. And nobody's really interested in buying them that much. I mean, put them on eBay, you might find a buyer sooner or later in a few months' time. That's just trying to collect all the cards that they possibly can of Sammy Sosa or Ripken or McGwire or Canseco or something. But for the most part, nobody's interested in buying those cards nowadays. No one. They want the Tom Brady, Michael Jordan, Kobe, Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, Patrick Mahomes Jr., the top stars, the top draft picks or whatever, like Shohei Ohtani, Mike Trout, the superstars. Anyone else, nobody really cares about too terribly much. I mean, every now and then have someone come in asking about Aaron Rodgers or maybe Drew Brees or Emmitt Smith or something like that, but not too many. So, estimated that he probably had about 15,000 bulk common cars, binder, or some cars that were in good shape, just small binder, maybe like about 2 dozen pages, 9 cards per page, from like the 50s or 60s. They're in decent shape, but I basically offer them like $20 for all, because it just takes so much time and effort to sort through it all, and mostly it's just wanting to be put in like dollar bags. Put a handful in a bag for $1 for the little kids that come in once in a while and buy the dollar bags. Barely even worth going through, but still have been fun just kind of go through and maybe find a few of the star cards that I don't got in my personal collection that might be worth 50 cents or $1 or $2 or something, but if there's any. So I offered them $20. They turned down, of course. Drove off. No worries. Already got plenty of that stuff on the shelf now. Still got plenty of it from when I first sold cars back in Iowa when I was 15, even 30 years. Still ain't been able to sell it. And then just a little bit ago, another guy came in. He had 4 blue boxes. It said Tops, like vending boxes or something on them. Not familiar with those boxes. I've heard of like Tops vending packs. Not familiar with those boxes. They had different years in each of them, but all the boxes were identical, which it makes sense, and there wasn't any kind of year on the boxes themselves. But one was like 88 tops, one was 89 tops, one was 90 tops, one was 91 tops. And the boxes were big enough to hold like 500 cards. Well, those sets were like 700 or 800 cards. In fact, I pulled out a handful from one box, and well, first of all, it had a couple of duplicates by each other. And it had a card numbered in the 700s in the handful. So I was telling the guys, like, well, first of all, they're not in order. Second of all, they obviously aren't complete sets because these are like 700 or 800. Like 700 something card sets or 800 card sets, and it's a 500 card box. So, and third of all, we got duplicates here, so there's no way it could be 800 complete set and a 500 card box with duplicates. It's like if you got a complete set, bring it here as a complete set and have all the cards in order. You take all fucking night long and put them in order, but it's not worth my time to go through and put them in order and figure out which ones you got and don't got. And so pretty sure they're just boxes that someone packed a bunch of commons in. The cards probably didn't come in those boxes originally. Right, just kind of sorted through, and the few star cards that were worth $1 or $2 have probably already been taken out years ago, maybe 20, 30 years ago even. And then it's just like basically commons and the worthless commons. Again, like 10 cards for a penny, 20 cards for a penny type commons, basically. He did have a Sandy Koufax card, like a 68 Sandy Koufax card. Pretty nice card. He had it in top loader, but the top left corner had a little bend to it. Horribly off center, left to right, and plus up top to bottom. Looked, had a couple recent eBay sales, about $20 or so in that condition. Yeah, like a Northern Ryan commemorative reprint card from 1998, gold stamp on it. That was like a reprint of a late 60s, early 70s something Northern Ryan card. Selling for a couple bucks on eBay. Yeah, Pete Rose selling for a couple bucks. So basically offered him $10 for everything he had. Basically $5 for the Koufax and $1 for the Ryan, $1 for the Pete Rose, and 50 cents a box for the commons. And he had like a handful of other cards like in top loaders, John Elway, and I mean nothing really worth more than $1, but offered him $10 for everything. Of course, he turned it down too. So, no new card deals for today, but the past week won some auctions on eBay for auto photos, and well, in case you're wondering, that's what's underneath here. So, enough with story time for the card shop, and let's see what we got for auto photos from our auction wins past week here on eBay. Gigi Hadid, Gigi Hadid, however it's pronounced, E-I-G-I, and Hadid, H-A-D-I-D. Sorry, man, for messing up your name. Kate Bosworth, January Jones, Gwen Stefani. Who didn't like No Doubt back in the 90s, huh? Who didn't listen to No Doubt drive around their car? Claire Danes. And Baz Luhrmann's Romeo and Juliet back in the 90s, and with who was Leo, I believe. And then also, of course, the lead in My So-Called Life. Probably been in several other films or TV shows since then. Allison Hannigan from Penn Teller Fool Us and Buffy the Vampire Slayer and American Pie. Wasn't she the girl with the flute in American Pie? And we got Bella Thorne, who put OnlyFans website on the map with her OnlyFans. Kate Bosworth, Rachel Weisz, Stana Katic, or Katic, Stana Katic. Again, I'm probably screwing that name up. Sorry. Alessandra Ambrosio. Hope I got that name right. Probably screwed it up too. I suck at names. Ashley Benson. Pretty sure I got that name right. At least I hope I did. January Jones. Cara Delevingne. Why do people have to have such hard names? Why can't they have names like Joe Smith? Tina Fey? Okay. That's a name I can pronounce. Ho, ho, ho! It's tool time! Tim Allen! Miley Cyrus? Wasn't she Hannah Montana? Nina Agdal? Back to the hard names here. Mina Suvari, from the movie Loser, I believe, with American Pie Boy. Reese Witherspoon. Melissa Benoist. From the Supergirl TV show. From Doctor Who, Peter Capaldi. I'm guessing he was a more popular Doctor Who than that chick was. Marcia Cross. Michelle Rodriguez from the Fast and the Furious movies. Drew Barrymore from tons of movies and from jumping up on Luhrmann's desk and flashing him back in the 90s. Drew Barrymore. You may have heard of her, Drew Barrymore. Polly Perrette. Was she the goth chick on that CSI something cop show. Zoe Saldana. Cute girl. Lovely girl there. What was she in again? If you look it up. No, she's been in a few things, probably. Just can't think of them off the top of my head. Yeah, lovely gal. Uma Thurman. She's in one of them, what, Joel Schumacher, Batman and Robin movies as Poison Ivy back in the 90s, and then Kill Bill movies. And speaking of American Pie, Sean William Scott. Melanie Laurent. Another Marcia Cross. Another Doctor Who Peter Capaldi. Irina Shayk. Oh, probably screw that name up too, sorry. Another lovely gal. Another January Jones. Piper Perabo. Piper Perabo, such a lovely gal. Well, she had what was Coyote Ugly and what else? Another Bella Thorne. Another Drew Barrymore. Probably going to screw up the next name too, but Priyanka Chopra. That like India name from the country India or something. Priyanka Chopra. Cute girl. Really cute girl. Melissa Joan Hart. And I think I can manage the last name. Alison Brie. Alison Brie. So there you have it. Well, thanks for watching. Hope everyone had a good weekend. It's been Joe Smith, signing out.